Hey, let me ask you, you heard my little intro on cherish, and it did strike me. We say that word when we do our marriage vows, but I don't know that even Gene and I, if we've ever talked about it since that day. I mean, what's your definition of cherish?
I believe cherish is taking our marriages to the next level. You mentioned how all of us, just about all of us, pledge to love and to cherish till death do us part. We always speak about love. And when we think about love, we think about commitment and sacrifice and hanging in there. Cherish raises the bar a little bit higher. And it's interesting because when I was working on this book, I would ask women, how do you feel cherished? What makes you feel cherished? And it's like, turn over the hourglass, get a cup of coffee because you're going to be there for a while. And I would say to guys, what makes you feel cherished? And there'd be, am I supposed to be? It almost seemed like too
awkward. It doesn't sound like a masculine word.
But here's what I found.
Cherished.
I put it in the language of a car. A lot of guys are into their cars. What does it mean to cherish your car? Well, if you cherish your car, you protect your car. You're not driving down potholes. You're indulging your car. You're giving it the best wax job and the wash job. You think about that car, and when you do, it gives you pleasure. You want to showcase your car. You want others to see, hey, come on outside and see my baby. And it's kind of funny. I don't mean to insult wives. I'd say, can you treat your wife the same way you treat the favorite car you've ever had, before you had to get the SUV or the minivan? But that has that direct application. And I think it's so sad that we often think of cherishing things more than cherishing people. But the good thing, I think the good news is that cherishing is a skill that can be learned. It can be practiced. We can choose to cherish. Infatuation comes and goes, but cherishing is something that we can build. And I'll often tell guys, because this is a time when guys often cherish their wives. It used to be that when the bridal march started, everybody would turn around and watch the bride come in. But I've noticed that's changed. And I think the internet memes have sort of changed that. A number of people look up front at the groom's face.
Right.
Is he crying? What's his expression? They want to see that. And I've stood by a number of those men as a pastor when they're watching that bride come down the aisle. And at that moment, she's the only one he sees. There are hundreds of other women in the room, others women. He is just so fixated on her. He's focused. She's the only woman in the world to him. And I said, cherishing is about making that a daily reality, not a once in your lifetime experience, but a daily reality. Marriage will take off when a woman hears Song of Songs 6:9 from her husband.
And what is it?
My dove, my perfect one, is the only one. Just think about it. My dove, my perfect one, is the only one. I don't want you to be anyone else. I'm never comparing you to anyone else. I love you for who you are. You are my woman. You define woman to me. And the wife saying the same thing to my husband. You are my man. You define what it is to be a man to me. That's when you really feel cherished. That's when you really feel accepted. And I think that's what the Song of Songs is getting at, that cherishing attitude. 1 Corinthians 13 celebrates love. The Song of Songs celebrates cherishing.